Happy holidays and welcome back to the 12 Days of Christmas. Today's gift is brought to you by Philip Jepson, who's going to be teaching you a strategy related to Amazon-sponsored products. Philip, please take it away.
Hi, this is Philip Jepson. I want to show you a couple tricks on working with the Amazon Campaign Manager for your Amazon-sponsored product ads. Amazon recently added several filtering options, and these can be really useful in zeroing in on the exact things you want to see and handle in your campaigns. Let me show you what I mean. So let's say you're inside a Campaign Manager here and you have your date range set for, say, last month. And now you want to find the campaigns for last month where you spent a fair bit of money, but you got very poor results. So first of all, we'll go in here and we'll say we just want to look at the enabled campaigns, the ones that are actually running. So that took us from 580 some campaigns down to 66. So these are the current running campaigns here. Now we can add some additional filters. So if we look over here, we see, okay, some of them we're spending less than 100, some of them we're spending more than 100. So first of all, let's concentrate on the ones where we're spending some real money. So if you click on this add filter, you'll get this option here to select a criteria. So here we're going to click on spend. And then we can select greater than. You have other options in here, but greater than is useful for this. And then we put in 100. So that basically means we want to look at the campaigns where we spent more than $100 in the last month. And now it goes from 81 campaigns down to 16 campaigns. And you can see in the spend column right here, all of them are more than $100. Now we want to find the ones where we are not really getting great results. So now you add an additional filter. And we can look at the advertising cost of sales. And again, we're going to select greater than. And we're going to put in here greater than 100%. So if we're spending all the revenue on ads, obviously we're losing money. So that would be the first thing we want to handle. So I'm just going to save this. And you can see now they've said we have filtered on spend is greater than 100 and ACOS is greater than 100. And instead of having 16 campaigns, now we have 3 campaigns. So this allows you to very rapidly work down to the exact campaigns that you need to handle where you're losing money. And then you can click into each campaign and you can handle the keywords or the ad groups in there. And you can use the same filters inside the keywords and the other tables in here. Now, once you have handled the campaigns where you're losing a lot of money, so let's say you handled these ones, now you go in and you look at the next level down, which would be where ACOS is, say, greater than 60%. Save, plus, and then a new one here, where ACOS is less than 100. And now you're going to get just the ones that we didn't handle before, the ones where ACOS is between 60 and 100. Then you handle those. So now you've handled most of the campaigns where you're spending significant amount of money and things aren't really very profitable. This would be the first thing that you should handle when you look at your campaigns on a weekly basis. Now, once you handle that, let's say now you want to look at the ones where you're making lots of money. And so we'll just clear all these filters here. You can clear them one by one like this, or you can just clear all the filters. And now you're back to 66 campaigns that are enabled. And then you can add new filters here, and this time I want to look at the campaigns where the ACOS is less than 25%. So those are campaigns where you almost certainly are making money. And so there's a bunch of them here. Now you can see this didn't exactly work like we intended, because on some of the campaigns, ACOS is undefined. And that means ACOS could be almost infinite because there is money being spent but no sales. So the way to get rid of all the undefined ACOSs is just add another filter here where ACOS is greater than, and then you just put in 0.1. So that's 0.1%. So now you will have zeroed in on the exact campaigns where you are actually making money, because all of these have an ACOS that's less than 20%. So these are all campaigns where you are unfortunately not spending a lot of money. It would be nice if Amazon spent a lot more of your money here. On these ones, you would then go into the campaigns and you would modify your bid on those keywords to get Amazon to spend more money. In other words, you bid higher and your ACOS will climb up towards maybe 35%. If that's your break even, that's probably where you'd want to be. Okay, so that shows you a little bit about how to use Amazon's new filters in Campaign Manager. One other thing I want to show you, we'll clear the filters here, is if you go over here and you select all your campaigns, or even just one or two of your campaigns, you will now have this menu of choices you can do up here. So you can adjust your budget on these campaigns, for example, and they give you several options. You can increase your budget on all these campaigns by a certain percentage. So in this case, it would just work on these two campaigns and up the budget by a certain percentage or by a certain dollar amount. Or you can set them all to be just one exact amount. So you could set it to be $80 and it would change these two campaigns to have a daily budget of $80. Or you can decrease it by a percentage or decrease it by a certain amount of dollars from what it is right now. So those are some options right here for the campaign budget. And you have other options as well where you can adjust the start date or the end date, or you can pause all those campaigns. So if I were to click on pause right here, it would take these two campaigns and pause them, and they would no longer show in this list here because I'm only showing the enabled campaigns. If you archive them, you have to be careful with that because once you archive a campaign, you cannot bring it back. So you only want to click on archive if you absolutely want to stop that campaign and never turn it back on again. In most cases, the better course, instead of archiving a campaign, is to either pause it or to turn the bid down or the daily budget down so that you're spending no money on it. That way the campaign does stay live and Amazon gives you credit for the campaign having been alive for a long time. So in case you want to bring it back at some point or start spending some money on that campaign again, you will have the benefit of longevity of that campaign inside of Amazon. Okay, so those are a couple of great tricks on using the new filtering and the bulk actions in the Campaign Manager.
Thank you, Philip. You can check out Phil's training in the Amazing.com membership along with hundreds of other proven Amazon seller training courses, all for only $1. On top of that, you will also get access to 3 exclusive never shared before bonuses that are designed to help you launch, grow, and scale your business on Amazon. You get all 3 of these bonuses as long as you sign up before December 24th, all for only $1. So please take advantage of this incredible offer before that date. And remember, there's no long-term commitment, so you can cancel at any time. Have a wonderful, happy holidays, and stay tuned for tomorrow's gift from myself, Jason Katzenbach, where I'll share with you how I ensure that each day I'm only working on the absolute most important tasks possible and helps me clearly understand exactly the roles that I need to hire. Have a wonderful day.